Hello, I am Logan Boenig, and my SIP project is the Modular Golly. This project focuses on 3D printing camera accessories, redesigning and repurposing gimbals and dollies, and making camera accessories more portable. The Modular Golly is innovative because most dollies and gimbals are heavy, large, can be slightly upgradable, and are very expensive to repair. This project gives the user more opportunity to turn one camera accessory into many. Started my project off by creating paper sketches of the modular Golly. On the left, we have a top-down view of all of the original designs of the parts, and on the right is a side view with a little example of the camera sitting on top and the wheels on the bottom. Next is the digital sketch of the Golly. Here we can see all of the exact size measurements of every part, including the screw holes, and it gives us a little preview of what it will look like. Here are some examples of gimbals and dollies, some of which have been 3D printed. Over on the far left is a dolly that's been designed to support an entire iPad, and then the three images on the right are supporting GoPros, and they are all different variations of gimbals. Here I am in Fusion 360 creating the 3D rendered parts for the modular Golly. This part is the base ring that the wheels and crossbar attach to. You can see here I am putting the little divots in which the wheels come up through, and here are the wheel screws being added. Next is the crossbar. This part was originally pretty skinny, and I figured it needed to be wider. Then the base plate. Now I am creating the 3D sketch that you saw earlier. This all comes after it's been built. And here are the parts laid out and stacked together. After all of the parts were rendered, I took it to the 3D printer. After everything was 3D printed, I needed to add the inserts that you can see here on the left. At this point, I took super glue and the inserts, put them in each hole and heated them up a little bit so that they would slide in. Then the plastic cools around it and it holds it in nice and tight for all the pieces to screw together. This SIP project is targeted towards any cinematographer working in the video production field, anybody with 3D printing experience, and anybody with 3D printing skills for the expansion of the modular Golly. Next, I took the modular Golly to the park and started assembling it. Here I'm screwing in each of the wheels, which can all be tightened in by hand. Next comes the crossbar with the 1/4 screws. And then I hand tightened them down with a screwdriver to make sure everything was snug and secure. Next was the plate for the camera. This part screws onto the camera so it can come on and off the modular Golly. Then I simply slid that part right on, and the camera is attached to the Golly. After everything was put together, we took it around the park, getting nice shots here and there. I took shots of the Golly in use, and the camera on top of the Golly was recording the entire time as well. Here we got some nice back and forth shots of it rolling around. And then a little spin demonstration. And then a nice up the slide shot.